Hello students, today let's we talk about activities to understand the motion in better way. So there is two activity you have given in your textbook. So as per the first activity, discuss whether the walls of your classroom are at rest or in motion. So definitely if you are going to observe the wall around you, whether you are in the classroom or whether you are at your home, you can just observe the wall around you and see is it doing any movement, yes or no. So the answer will be no, that we know that walls around our room not doing any movement. So we can say that the walls of the room is not in the motion because it is not going to change its position. So on the basis of that we can say that no, the walls of our room is not in a motion. Now as per activity 8.2, have you ever experienced that the train in which you are sitting appears to move while it is rest? Discuss and share your experience. So see, it happened that you are sitting in the train and that train is not in the motion, it is at the rest position. वो प्लेटफॉर्म पे ऐसे ही खड़ी है आपकी ट्रेन और आप उसमें बैठे हुए हो, राइट. लेकिन इफ ऑल ऑफ सडन एनी अदर ट्रेन पासिंग बाय योर ट्रेन, अगर कोई दूसरी ट्रेन प्लेटफॉर्म के ऊपर आपके ट्रेन की पास वाली पटरी से अगर गुजरेगी, पास होगी, देन व्हाट यू विल ऑब्जर्व, यू विल फील दैट यू आर मूविंग बैकवर्ड. आप बैकवर्ड मूव कर रहे हो ऐसा आपको फील होगा बिकॉज द नियर बाय योर ट्रेन इज मूविंग फॉरवर्ड एंड दैट इज द रीजन यू फील दैट यू आर मूविंग बैकवर्ड, बट एक्चुअली you are not, right? So that is the thing that you are feel, right? So when you are sitting in a train which is at a rest, but if any moving train passing nearby your train, then you will experience that you are moving backward side, right? Okay. So now if you are going to describe the motion, then for describing motion, the location of an object by specifying a reference point. We require a reference point for describing any motion, right? So let us understand this by taking an example. So let us assume that a school in a village is 2 किलोमीटर नॉर्थ ऑफ द रेलवे स्टेशन. मतलब कि एक विलेज में जो स्कूल है अगर उसका मुझे एड्रेस देना है तो मैं रेलवे स्टेशन को रेफरेंस पॉइंट बना के एड्रेस दे सकती हूँ कि वो रेलवे स्टेशन से नॉर्थ डायरेक्शन में 2 किलोमीटर दूर है, राइट. So here the railway station becomes my reference point. Okay. So here see, let us assume that the school in a village is 2 kilometers north of the railway station. So we have specified the position of the school with respect to the railway station. So in this example, the railway station is the reference point and we could have also chosen other reference point according to our convenience, right? कोई बोल सकता है कि ये जो हनुमान जी का टेम्पल है उस टेम्पल से 1 किलोमीटर की दूरी पे स्कूल है, तो हम रेफरेंस पॉइंट अलग अलग ले सकते हैं, डिफरेंट रेफरेंस पॉइंट हम ले सकते हैं किसी भी ऑब्जेक्ट की पोजीशन को डिस्क्राइब करने के लिए. जैसे कि हमारी स्कूल की पोजीशन को किसी को अगर डिस्क्राइब करना होगा तो कोई बोलेगा इट इज नियर खिजड़ी प्लॉट, राइट. So someone will give another address, right? So as per the reference point, we can give the position of the different object. So we could have also chosen other reference point according to our convenience. Therefore, to describe the position of an object, we need to specify a reference point which is called the origin. So every time when you are going to describe or when you are going to specify the position of any object, you will require a reference point which is called the origin, right? Okay.